Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Fighting through it, he's got space. Down the right sideline, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the first play of the game. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Odafe Oweh there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting.
And got his man complete. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when you put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing is Hurts. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Now Jackson. They'll find the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Broken tackle. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Now it's Jackson. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A first down carry for Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss. The Ravens at 5-7 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jalen Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Again, it's Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So, my man, I pose this question to you. How do you get to be the number 2 defense against the rush in the NFL?
Be better than number 3, I guess.
Okay, right?
And make plays like that, right?
Well, you know, you're right. At its basic, be better than number 3, but you really nailed it. Make plays like that on a consistent basis.
Escaping the pressure right. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now it's Jackson. Again, it's Johnson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Out left to Dotson. But he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the Eagles with a dime look, 6 DBs on third down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his man Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot.
Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Report.
Jackson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Yo.
Here's Jackson to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second and 6. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Running left, it's Henry. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Jackson now. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown! Isaiah Likely. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle with Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick throw there is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey. Cut.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Quick, ready?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.